everybody, welcome back to my channel. So, India is the one of the fastest growing aviation markets in the world. Every day, lakhs of people traveled by air, and but the sucking truth is what? कि most airline companies in India struggle to survive. Big airlines like Kingfisher collapsed and Go first stopped operations. Even successful airlines constantly fight for losses. But the real question is, how is Akasa Air trying to survive and become profitable in one of the toughest industries in the world? Let's decode the business strategies Akasa Air. So, Akasa Air was launched in 2022, and this airline was backed by famous investor Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Many people called him Warren Buffett of India. So when Akasa Air entered the Indian market, people are confused. Because starting an airline business in India is extremely risky, because India is the very see, I do not say that India is the poor country. No, see, fuel price are unstable and airport changes are high and competition is very brutal. Still, Akasa Air entered the market with a completely different strategy. And what was exactly their strategy? Before understanding Akasa Air, we first need to understand why airlines fail. See, airlines fail because high fuel cost. Because now the fuel crisis is happening in India. So airlines spend a huge amount on aviation fuel. So sometimes fuel alone becomes almost 40% of the total expense. So its fuel prices increase suddenly, then profits disappear instantly. So like right now also India is facing fuel crisis, and so that the high fuel cost is the most expense in the airline, and price boards also. Customer usually book the cheapest ticket. Because of this, airlines also keep reducing ticket prices. This creates also dangerous competition, because managing flights is it's not easy. One delayed flight can affect the entire schedule. If one flight delayed, then can affect the entire schedule. So even small mistakes can create huge losses. But instead of copying old airline models like traditional airline model, Akasa Air focused on simplicity and efficiency, like Southeast Airlines. People called also Southeast Airlines. Also, I have made a video about Southeast Airlines. So this is the same strategy used successfully by Southeast Airlines, and so uh, I have questioned in that video ki what India also could afford this kind of business model, and exactly Akasa Air did exactly the same. Akasa Air follows a low-cost carrier strategy. This means no unnecessary luxury and no expensive business class setup, and no heavy operational cost also. So this goal is very simple: keep costs low and fill more seats. Simple. This is the same strategy which why is successful by Southeast Airlines. I have made the video of this business case Southeast Airlines business case study. So go and watch this video. So Akasa Air mainly use Boeing 737 Max aircraft. And why is this important? Because see, using only one aircraft type like Southeast aircraft, because using one aircraft type reduce pilot training cost, maintenance cost, and spare parts complexity and operational confusion. So this creates massive efficiency. So instead of only focus on the metro cities, Akasa Air also targets smaller routes. Why? Because see, because competition is lower there. Because India's tier 2 and tier 3 cities are growing very fast. More middle class families are now choosing flights instead of trains because this Akasa Air a huge future opportunity. Even though it is a low cost airline, Akasa Air tries to create friendly experience, clean branding, modern design, young staff, and good service. This helps also builds customer trust because in aviation, brand reputation matters a lot. So the Boeing 737 aircraft consumes less fuel uh, fuel compared to older planes. Lower fuel consumption means lower maintenance cost and operating cost and higher profitability. This becomes a huge advantage in the long term. So what is the Akasa airline's biggest challenge? But becoming profitable, it's still not easy. Akasa Air faces serious challenges, competition for like Indigo. So Indigo already dominates India's airline market. This it has massive scale and strong pricing power. Competing against such a giant extremely is difficult because Indigo, many of middle class people are preferring Indigo, and we trust Indigo. Also, we trust Indigo. So rising fuel prices, also even efficient airlines suffer when fuel prices priced globally. So the industry globally is facing aircraft supply issues, delayed aircraft delivery slows expansion. So, can Akasa Air succeed? Possibly yes, because Akasa Air is focusing on long-term sustainable growth instead of flashy expansion. They're trying to keep operations simple, cost controlled carefully, and they expand strategically with a trusted brand. And that is exactly what successful global airlines do. And the biggest lesson from Akasa Air is this: in the difficult industry, survival does not come from luxury, it comes from efficiency. The companies that controls cost and simplify operation and state disciplines are one of that survive for decades. And maybe this is exactly what Akasa Air is trying to achieve. So, what do you think? Can Akasa Air become India's next successful airline? Or will the aviation industry remain too dangerous? Comment your thoughts below. And if you enjoy business case studies like this, subscribe to the channel for more real world business breakthroughs. So, till I'll come back with another video. Till now, bye bye.